Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. I will assure you that there are many things installed, many recipes installed for you. And on today's episode, today's first episode, I am going to cook for you Pelau. Okay, so for this recipe, you will need onions, garlic, fresh green seasoning, sugar, oil, some butter, rice, coconut milk, green peas or peas and carrots, your chicken of course, and your fresh green seasonings which comprise of pimento peppers, thyme, celery, and of course your shallow belly. Okay, so we all know that any good pilau begins with some good chicken, stewed chicken, but there are many other things that people use, especially in Trinidad and Tobago. Some people use pigtails, some people use beef, but today we are going to use some chicken. So I have some chicken pieces here that are, well, cut up into pieces, as you can see, and basically the only thing that we are going to put in chicken right now is some fresh green seasoning. And you guys can check out on my blog for a recipe on my take on how I make green seasoning. It's not your traditional way, but you can try it and let me know what you think. So I'll just season my chicken here. Now some of you guys may be wondering, well, what is pilau or where you can find it? And to my knowledge, the majority of Trinidadians cook pilau, maybe like on a Sunday, or if you go into a river line, you know, pilau is the dish that everybody cooks. And like I said, many people interchange chicken for beef or pigtail, and it's entirely up to you, whatever you want to use as your meat sauce in your pilau. And that's basically about it. So you'll just leave your chicken to marinate for like about 2 minutes, and then you can preheat your pot, and then we will start the cooking process. Okay, so now I'm going to pour in the sugar. So the trick to browning your sugar is that you have to turn your sugar regularly, otherwise it will burn. So keep an eye and stir it very often, as much as you can, so all the sugar is melted and it doesn't burn. So we just stir that for about 2 to 3 minutes until you see small bubbles coming out from your oil. Okay guys, so this is what your caramelized sugar and oil should be looking like. And now you take your meats. Right, so again, obviously you will be having some water from your meat, so when you're throwing it in, you'd want to step away. I probably got burned just now, but that's okay. And you'd actually want to coat all of your pieces of chicken with your caramelized sugar. Now there are many ways that you could brown your meats, but I chose sugar because that adds a distinct flavor, and it's brown sugar, not caster sugar, not white sugar, because it obviously will taste totally different. I know some people usually they use browning or molasses, but the thing is that those two, the browning and molasses, they actually give your pilau a different flavor, but it's totally up to you. And again, you'd want to constantly turn your chicken with the browning here, otherwise it will burn and it will get black. And if your stew, because this is called stew, If it gets black, then your whole pilau is actually going to taste very bad. Wow. Okay, so as you can see, chicken is golden brown. You can smell those flavors coming out from it. So you just want to again mix and coat your chicken. So basically it's been cooking, frying for about 5 minutes, and if you could see that the skin is actually coming out, which means that it is almost done. So now you'd want to add in your garlic, onion, garlic, and not forgetting your pimento peppers. So at this point, you have your 3 basic flavorful seasonings, and I'm going to mix it. This is where all the flavors will be captured in your stew. Okay guys, so after about 5 minutes, this is what your mixture should look like. I've lowered down the heat because again, you don't want your caramelization to burn, the caramel, the sugar to burn. And now I'm going to add in the rice. This is about 2 cups of rice. And again, you will coat your rice with the caramelization like I'm doing now. Right, so at this point you turn up your heat. So I have it like about, not too high, but just about on 8 for those of you who have an electric stove. And again, coat your rice. Look how lovely this is looking. And trust me guys, this is smelling delicious. I know you guys can't smell it, but pimento peppers really adds a very awesome flavor to your food. So always put pimento peppers in anything that you cook. And now I'm just going to throw in my water. So about 2 to 3 cups till it's covered. Alright, so one secret or important ingredient you will want to add in your pilau, which I am doing right now, is coconut milk. I know this is not coconut milk, but this is the raw ingredient here to actually make coconut milk. However, today I am going to be using coconut milk powder, and we're going to add just 1 packet to your pot. And so stir your coconut powder, milk powder, because sometimes it's lumpy, as you can see. So stir it occasionally for about 1 minute. And while this is simmering, I will prepare the coleslaw. So stay tuned and you will see my preparations for the coleslaw. Now for your coleslaw, you will need some white cabbage, purple cabbage, a piece of carrot, your green seasonings of course, some complete seasoning, some oregano, you need some black pepper, some onion powder, and your salt, and most importantly you will need your mayo. Okay, so when you're grating your carrots, you'd want to grate it on the small side of the grater because it's coleslaw you're making and not a salad that you're making. So I'll begin to grate it. Okay, we're almost finished grating the carrots. Okay, that's about it. Right, and you just want to transfer your carrots onto the bowl, and that's it. So this is the consistency you want to have your carrots, and it doesn't need any chopping or processing. This is good just the way it is, okay? Okay, so now for the cabbage, I'll start off with the white one, and what you want to do is just give it some rough chops. You don't necessarily have to be perfect, but as small as possible. Now we're all done with the cabbage. It's time to mix everything together. So we have your white cabbage and purple cabbage. I just use purple cabbage because it's a little more, you know, festive and it's colorful. So if you have any guests over, you know, you could just throw in some purple cabbage there. And with your hands, just lightly toss the cabbage together so they are all mixed up evenly. Right, so we'll begin with some oregano. Now it's just a couple of dashes that you need. You don't have to put a lot, but it's really just for flavor. This is your onion powder here. You have a little flavor of onion powder. And of course, have your black pepper. I think that's good enough. Right, now the reason why I said salt is because some of these seasonings usually have salt in them and you don't want your salad to be too salty. So when you add all the ingredients, then you can taste your salad and you can judge to see if you need any extra salt. Now I'm gonna add the mayo, and here I have about 2 to 3 tablespoons of mayo. You could add more, you can add less. Some people love their coleslaw creamy. I like my coleslaw creamy, so I'll just dump everything in. Now, like I said, you put everything and then you're putting your carrots last. So I'll now add in my carrots and I'll just give it a rough mix. Perfect. Now, you want to put this away in your fridge so that the mayo doesn't spoil and your whole salad gets bad. Okay, so we're going to put this in the refrigerator now. Alright, so let's see. Woo! Now usually I will take a spoon and take out some of the rice, and the best taste test or the best way to know if your rice is cooked is to actually eat it. I mean, you can squeeze it with your fingers, but food's not going on your fingers, it's going in your mouth. So I'm gonna try it now. Okay, so the rice is almost cooked and we are almost there. So what I'm going to do is pour some more water, and we are putting our peas and carrots as well, and leave it to simmer, and then we'll add our butter, salted butter or salt. Now that you have added your peas and carrots, your butter and all your other seasonings, I will be putting this to simmer for about 15, maybe 20 minutes, because some people, I know they like their pilau moist and others like their pilau dry. So at that point in time, after the 15-minute mark, you can test to see how much salt in your pilau. If there is not much and you want it salty, because again, different variations. Some people love their pilau salty, some doesn't like too much salt. I love my pilau just the right amount of salt, but I also love my pilau moist or wet. So let that simmer there and meet me back when it's done. Okay guys, so this is the final product. Take a look. Delicious, lovely pilau, and of course your coleslaw. Let's admire this for a little while. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who was watching. Also, go check my blog, Cooking with Pride, for the green seasoning recipe and coconut milk recipe. And thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.